My guests are Tina Bailey and Sherry LeBurn from Kingston Four Paws Service Dogs. And Sherry, please introduce our other guests.
We have Brady, who is 11 months. He's a puppy in training still. And then we have Mattis, who just turned 4, and he's a canine assisted intervention dog.
Okay, so Tina, tell me, what is it you need from us here at Cogeco?
Sure. So Kingston Four Paws Service Dogs, we raise, train, and place service dogs to individuals with physical or mental health challenges across the area. And we can only do what we do because of wonderful volunteer puppy raisers like Sherry, who welcome these puppies in training into their home for the first almost 2 years of their lives to assist with socialization and basic training to get them ready to be fully trained service dogs. So that's what we're here today, to just raise some awareness about who we are and what we do and the need for volunteer puppy raisers.
And the need for puppies and the need for these dogs. The need must be out there. There's lots of people who can benefit from having one of these animals in their lives. So how long have you been doing this, Sherry?
I think I've been about 5 years.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
So
Brady is my 8th dog that I have placed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me what the rewards are.
It's such an amazing feeling to be able to give somebody back their life. When you can contribute to them, going back to work, getting out in the public, going to family functions, whatever that is, because you trained a service dog for them. It's amazing.
It would be. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, there are people with mental health challenges. What else?
Sure, yeah. So we train dogs for 5 different program areas. One for people, largely children, with autism. Secondly, for people with physical mobility challenges. Third, for people with seizures, epilepsy, who suffer from seizures. And then PTSD, mental health as well. And then canine assisted intervention dogs, where dogs are placed with an agency that provides support to many people.
And that's what
Mattis is
doing.
Mattis.
Yeah. They look so much alike, I can't tell them apart. And that's what Madison, and so what would Madison's job be?
So he goes into Sydenham High School and Granite Ridge in Sharbert Lake, and he works with the guidance counselors. The kids can come in, if they need to decompress or they need a little bit extra support that day, they can come and just kind of love on them. So he hangs out in the guidance counselor's office and visits with the kids.
What a job.
I know, it's pretty great.
Right. And he's a kisser too. He was licking. Yeah, so
he does love
that always, nothing like getting your face washed by a dog.
But I will say most of our dogs are placed with individuals or families to really help them get back out into the community, give them more independence and live their lives with more confidence and joy. So life with a puppy in training. Tell me about it. You take them everywhere.
Take them everywhere. It doesn't take a ton of time in my day other than, allotting for your, potty breaks, getting them in and out of the car. But it's just nice. You have them with you wherever you go. You just kind of introduce them to, society and the different sounds and the smells that are out there. It's time consuming in the sense of, you have them with you always, but it's so rewarding. Who wouldn't love to take a dog with them wherever they go, right? And, the end result and what you get to do, it's double.
Some lifestyles would suit this more than others, because a couple of things has crossed my mind. You're going to a Christmas party with dinner and dancing. You take them.
Depending on the situation, absolutely. Brady and Mattis came to my family Christmas get-together on base, and I brought a bed for them and put them on place, and they kind of stayed while we kind of mingled around. Definitely doable. The other option is, if you are going to somewhere maybe they come with you for dinner, and then maybe you've rented a room or you have a space that you can put a crate set up. They can go in a crate and they have their little quiet time while you're out dancing on the floor.
Okay.
Because that largely depends on the age and stage of the puppy. So
Yeah.
that would be too much for a 8-week-old puppy to take.
Right.
But someone, like
Right.
Brody, who's a little bit more seasoned, might be able to handle that. So.
Okay. How about theater? Go to the
Oh,
Grand-
absolutely.
Go to the Grand and
Yeah,
that's not a
yeah.
problem.
Both of actually quite a few of my dogs have been to the theater. We've been to Domino's as well, to the Grand. Yeah, absolutely. They come in, they lay among your feet, and yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And get used to applause and get used to lights and maybe odd noises from the stage and
The sounds, yep, absolutely. And this is usually what they do. They sleep through it. So
Right.
sometimes
Yeah.
you might get some snoring, but we try and give them a little nudge. And
medical appointments, dentist appointments, doctor's appointments.
they truck along with me.
Do they?
Yep, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Even if you're going for an x-ray, they still come with me. They stand behind the screen with the technician. I put them in a downstay. You go do your x-ray and then you come back and get the dog.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there any place where you say, don't do it? Funeral.
Nope, taking them to funerals
You
too.
take 'em to- have you?
Yeah,
Oh.
taking them to funerals. I've taken them to weddings. I don't think there's anywhere that I haven't taken them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I travel for work on planes as well, and they've come with me for those trips as well. And
Right.
yeah,
Wow. That is
yeah.
really good exposure
yeah,
then.
yeah. It's
That
been
is
really great,
super.
and there's
Right.
nothing that they can't do. So the more experience they can get, the better they are
Right.
when we do place them with their forever
Right,
person.
Right. So, what happens? Do you ever have some that kind of flunk out? I mean, they're just not going to make it as a service dog. Does that ever happen, Tina?
Yeah, absolutely. Not all dogs are cut out for the life of a
Right.
service dog. It
Yeah.
requires a pretty special dog, as you can see. They need to be relaxed in all sorts of situations, and some dogs just don't have the temperament for it. So, it is the sad reality that not all of the dogs make the cut, but that's okay, right? We weren't all cut out to be TV show hosts and things like that. So, so then we make sure that they're placed in a good, loving home, and we focus on the dogs that will make it through.
Okay, and somebody gets a beautifully trained dog out of it. Like, wow, that's a heck of a
Yeah.
deal when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking for people who will do what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are in need of puppy raisers, someone to take on the wonderful experience of being able to give somebody back their life.
Okay.
So we're looking for anyone who has the time that it does require. An 8-week-old puppy does take some extra time with house training and crate training. But it does get to this point where you can kind of truck along with them, and they're pretty quiet and easy to manage. But, if you're looking for somebody who's, going to work every day or even working from home, as long as our dogs are getting out, to the grocery stores, to the theaters, to, things that's what we're looking for. Yeah, someone to
Okay.
commit.
Somebody who goes out, who isn't,
Yeah.
homebody so much.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of person that you say, I'm just thinking of different physical issues, the layout of their house, the layout of their property? Do they need a fenced backyard?
Ideally, that would be great, but they don't need it.
Oh, okay.
Our dogs can, you can take them outside for a walk. There's lots of baseball diamonds or fields that, as long as you have a long line, they can still do run and play and all of that kind of stuff in the city as well. So
Okay.
doesn't need to be a country home, that's for sure. So anybody, that has the time and is willing to do it, for sure.
Okay.
We want someone who's going to be around for the 2 years. It's the commitment that we're looking for 2 years.
So you get them at 8 weeks
Mhm.
and then 2 years
Yeah, and
later
then
you hand them
usually
back.
around 18 months, they'll start to work on their final training, and
Okay.
yeah.
And I'm going to guess food, veterinary bills, all of that, the equipment, the special jackets, the crate, is that all supplied by you folks?
It
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
There's no
it's-
financial outlay. In other
No.
words, for people, it's just
We ask that the fosters supply treats for their training,
Sure.
and we do training twice a month
oh,
at various locations within Kingston. And if you're in the Ottawa area, they meet again twice a month as well in various locations in Ottawa as well. So
oh, that's good
yeah.
too. So you've got this. They're not just leaving you and then 2 years later.
No,
there's
no,
an
we-
ongoing
Yeah.
support
ongoing
system.
support system. Our trainers are available by email every day, and we
Oh.
meet twice a month for training. And then there's also on the off week of our group training, we also have individual training as one-on-ones
Oh.
if that's what you need.
Wow.
Yeah, I was going to
that-
say there's a lot of support provided,
Yes.
so it is a time commitment, as Sherry's
Yeah.
saying. Sherry's one of our seasoned puppy raisers, so she's more familiar with it, but someone new starting out, it's going to take a little bit longer because you have to handle the puppy in a particular way, and it took me a little bit longer because people are always wanting to stop and talk, right? So you need
there
to
is the best way to meet
meet,
people.
absolutely.
If you have a dog.
It's a great
I
social
discovered
engagement.
that.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
everybody, they talk to the dog. They don't talk to you.
Exactly.
They talk to your dog.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But as long as there's the commitment there to come to training, to follow the processes and the rules for training one of these dogs. One thing to note is that there is no dog training experience required. We have
Oh, that's good to know.
a number of our puppy raisers who came to us with no dog experience. They'd have
Okay.
cats or whatnot.
Okay.
So there is a lot of support provided. You just need to have the commitment to.
And if people want to know more about how to get involved, how do they go about doing that?
Sure. Well, we're actually holding a puppy raiser information session
good.
on Thursday, March 20th at 5:30 p.m. via Zoom. So people can reach out to info@kforpaws.ca to get information about that.
Okay.
There is information on our website, K4Paws, letter K, number 4, paws.ca as well. And yeah,
I
reach
hope
out.
this works. So thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Donna.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.